someone.
This looks promising.
Yes, definitely early Akaviri stonework here.
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom.
We must be getting close. We should proceed cautiously. It was a cold day. The end of frostfall is nearly winter in the Jerol Mountains. We heard the news at Cloud Ruler by courier, riding hard from the Imperial City. 30th of Frost, the Thalmor ambassador delivered his ultimatum to the Emperor Titus Mede, the head of every Blades agent within the Aldmeri Dominion. I knew that day that it was truly the beginning of the end.
We'd best be careful in here.
Are you sure this is the right way?
We should be careful. There's no telling what traps and wards the ancient blades may have set. We'd best be careful in here.
Did you need something? Very good.
Yes, that's it. The symbol on the middle pillar. Given that Skyhaven Temple was sealed against the return of the Dragonborn, I will try turning all the pillars to that symbol.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
Wait!
Why are you stopping?
We should be careful here. See these symbols on the floor?
Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
Be careful. We'll cross once it's safe. Be careful. We'll cross once it's safe.
What was that?
Oh, it wasn't fire.
That takes care of it. We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You had the symbol for king, warrior.
Whatever you did, let's see what those old blades left in our way.
Wait,
Why are you stopping?
we should be careful here. See these symbols on the floor?
Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
We'll cross once it's safe. Be careful. We'll cross once it's safe. We'll cross once it's safe. Be careful.
Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
Be careful. We'll cross.
Look safe now. Let's move.
Yes, I think we must be close to the entrance. wonderful, remarkably well preserved. Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered me with
Blood on the
Cyrodiil?
carved seal on the floor.
Force!
He ended the Akaviri invasion under mysterious circumstances, you recall?
If you need help drawing some blood, let me know.
Amazing, eh? To be standing at the very entrance to Sky Haven Temple itself. Goodbye, then.
It's coming to life. After you, Dragonborn. You should have the honor of being the first to secure this stone.
There's no telling what we might find inside. Isn't it amazing? Ah, of course. Not everyone has an appreciation for the artistic wonders of the world. Let me see if I can find the right panel. Ah, here it is. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here he's fallen from the sky. The Nord Tom's map.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all the news of Alduin.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Only if you don't know how. Those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragon Ball. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleeps.
All right. Aye.
I don't claim to... Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need it. Have you met my father? He's the steward
Welcome.
of the Dragon's Reach.
Take a look. Good doing business with you.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Everything's... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Do come back. Ah! I need...
I help my father.
Need something?
in more ways than people realize. You think all the finest weapons and armor. Mm-hmm. Yes? The finest weapons and armor.
All right, then.
You looking blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Good day.
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me.
It means...
You look like a traveler. Someone that has seen faraway places
Thanks.
and heard new
Trinkets,
stories.
odds and ends, that sort of thing. All right, then.
You should come hear me play at the Sleeping Giant Inn. For a small sum, you can even pick the song.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Make it quick. Until next time.
Yes?
I've been trained as...
My father is Alvor, the blacksmith. I'm his assistant. I'm...
When? Skyrim? Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? No, no, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. You weren't ready. You still aren't ready. But Thanks to the blades, you now have questions that only Parthenax can answer. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Parthenax. Follow me. I will show you how to open the path to Parthenax. Breath and focus. The path to Parthenax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Look. Grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Parthenax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Greetings, Wunderneek. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? They see me as master, Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here if not for Tinvak? A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do.
Dovahkiin or not? Come, Dovahkiin. Ah, yes. Sosedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Alduin Comet Tid. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Yes, Alduin, Zemach, the elder brother, gifted, grasping, and troublesome, as is so often the case with Firstborn. But why? Why must you stop Alduin? True, but Kostid, prophecy, tells what may be, not what should be. Kostid Salo Ak. Just because you can do a thing does not always mean you should. Do you have no better reason for acting than destiny? Are you nothing but a plaything of Dez, of fate? And so perhaps your destiny will be fulfilled. Who can say? Des Motmahus, even to the Dove who ride the currents of time, destiny is elusive. Alduin believes that he will prevail, with good reason. Rakmul. And he is no fool, Nime, Rinnik Gutnol, far from it. He began as the wisest and most far-seeing of us all. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name Throat of the World? This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Sokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknuzny Karon. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unsrad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwalan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suryek. The Kel... But this is... not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever. Forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll, back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor mortal. What would you ask of me?